time of renewal. Sanctuary. 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 The question has been answered. Be strong, and you will be renewed.
My man. Really? I don't know if that's good or bad. Shit changes for me every month. Me neither. But it's unavoidable. Everything's always changing. I had to renew my vehicle registration today and pay a fine that I had from a turnpike. I went through an easy pass on accident, I guess. And I found out that it was due tomorrow, the fine. And if I didn't pay it by tomorrow, they would have tacked on a $125 fee. So it was a $20 fine. And if I didn't do it today, I didn't even realize it was due by tomorrow. So thank fuck that I did it today. Registration nowadays, you just go online and print it out. It's crazy. I mean, I'm old at this point. I've been driving for 12 years, and like, I remember the first few years driving, and you had to wait. It got mailed. It was a process. There was a process back then for everything. Now you just go on your phone, have your old registration handy and your insurance card. Boom, boom, boom. They're very strict. My car is registered and plated to Pennsylvania, but I live in New Jersey. Now I'd keep it in Pennsylvania because it's cheaper for me. And that means my car has an emissions, an inspection, everything. So I don't want to register here because I don't have a standing living address in Jersey. I move every few months. If you're only at a place for 6 months, you can't call that your residence. You can't call it a residence. You can't call. So like, I'll be staying here for 4 months, go somewhere else for 2 months, go to my trailer for 6 months, and then wherever I end up next winter. So like, my living address is my uncle's back in PA. That's what I have down for everything. All my mail and everything goes there. I could get a fucking P.O. box, but I'd rather just have a house listed, because if anything ever happened, day or night, the police could call and ask him if I'm on my way there, and he would cover for whatever. Like, yeah, he's on his way home. He's on his way home. So that's nice. All my family know to cover for me, though. They'll all bide me time. Thing is, I don't do anything illegal anymore, so I used to sell a lot of pot. Not a good way to live, man. Not a good life to be in. I really don't miss looking over your shoulder and carrying a piece and living in trap houses. And when I think about it now, it's just like, but it's a means to pay some bills. It's a means, you know, some extra cash at times, but thankfully I could say as of right now I don't sell anything. My first week I moved here, I had one of the other tenants ask me if I could sell him some pot, and I was like, nah man, I'm not getting that reputation because everybody here smokes pot and cigarettes. I can smell it day and night. The cigarettes are really fucking with me. I quit smoking. Well, there's 1 room, 2 rooms, 3 rooms, and they all smoke, and I'm in the attic of the building. Well, it all arises. No one's supposed to smoke. I'm not telling my landlord though, because I'm not a fucking narc, but like, it's a really good test for me to have to smell it all the time. I don't get any smoke. I don't get any of the secondhand smoke. I just get that smell, that stale cigarette smell. Like every time someone smokes one, I could smell that stale afterburn. When I smoke now, it tastes like sour apples, so this is a little better for the time being. If you can go your whole life without smoking, you should. But if you're like me and you smoke 2 packs a day, do whatever you can to get off of them at that point. Anything's better than that. Like, anything's better than 2 packs a day. The vape lasts me 10 days. This one that I have right now, I bought 10 days ago for $22. So like, if we want to talk about money, I was spending $150 a week on cigarettes. That's like getting a brand new Hellcat and making the payments. If you think about it. Like, I could get any car in the world that I want for probably under $1,000 a month. But I was spending that on cigarettes. It's just really cringe to think about. I've already saved almost $1,800. I have two checking accounts. My main checking account, and then my one that's linked to my Twitch and all that stuff like that. Well, I put the money, every bit of money that it would usually be put aside for cigarettes, I've been putting it into that checking account each week. I have like $1,700 in there. That's just cigarette money. That was what I would have spent on cigarettes. So I use that fucking checking account as a extra savings now that I wouldn't have had before, and it keeps me from getting fees because I wasn't keeping any money in that account, so I was eating a fee every month. Well, now I'm just, like I said, I budget my bills: rent, phone, internet, food, blah 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 blah. And each week there was an allotted amount for cigarettes. Now that allotted amount, I deposit my paycheck, and then I move the money that I move the $150 over to that account. And that's just for me to look at how much I save for not smoking. There's nearly $1,700 as of this next paycheck. I'll put another $150 in there. That's not my normal savings. I save over $2,000. I put away like $2,000 a week. That's just my own little, this is what you would have spent type of thing. And I want to save it up and buy something with that. That's for my own little personal thing. I'm probably going to buy a new camper with that by next winter. The money I didn't spend on cigarettes will buy me a new camper, and I can use that to fucking stay in for half the year and then go to my other one for the other half the year. So that's kind of the goal of the cigarette fund, I call it. The cigarette fund is now a checking account with money going in it each week that would have usually went to cigarettes. That's what that means to me. Now, marijuana is another thing, you know, I spend about $100 a week on that. I wish I didn't. But when you make the money I'm making right now, it doesn't really matter what you spend it on. You have enough. I have more money than I could possibly spend with my life. Like the lifestyle I live, I make more money than's needed for it, but you gotta save up money for when you can't work in the future. That's one thing I learned as I get older is I don't want to do shit for the rest of my life. Your vice is Uber Eats. That's what my buddy has to do right now because he got fired for carving "fuck you" into one of the beef knuckles at a meat processing plant. He got fired from his union job. Now he uses the Honda Civic I sold him to do Uber Eats. He makes like $100 a day, $200 a day, and then calls it a day. He has oil rights. He has a little over 10 acres on oil rights on Saudi oil property. So Saudi oil bought the acreage and pays them he gets like $8,000 a month, and then that gets split amongst 4 people who are on the ownership of the land. But still, he doesn't have to work if he didn't want to. He could live right off of his royalties. Lucky prick. At the very end of his grandmother's life, she died like 2 years ago. His grandmother died. It was like 2 years to the date after mine died. Well, when she died, she left a will. Put him, his mom's brother, and then his mom, and then their sister. So his aunt, his mom, and his uncle, and him. Not any of the other cousins or kids or. So the one sister didn't get. She's fucking pissed. She tried to like fight it in court and like tried to take him to court, saying that was last will and testament, and a deed signed into somebody's name is a deed for 10 and a quarter acre deed on Saudi oil land. You put it in 4 different people's names. Well, guess what? Those are the 4 people that are getting the money. You can't go to court and fight it. That was their last will and testament. Bitch. Let's just say this. My boy Dawson's aunt, the one that's pissed that she didn't get, has literally done nothing to upkeep that property. In fact, when I visit there each year, like I'm going again in January, I do more there when I'm there for a couple days than his aunt ever did for that place. And she expected to get put on that will. That was funny. You know, if I didn't make $100,000 less than 20 minutes from where I live right now, I would fucking move up there so fast. But I make more money than I've made in my life right now with the smallest commute. Right now I clean, peel, and sell pig stomachs through my shop. You have to take a pig, cut it down, take the stomach out, cut the stomach lining off, make sure you don't poke any holes in the skin, the lining of the stomach, because then they can't use it to cook stuff in. People back in Pennsylvania, and the Pennsylvania Dutch people, they buy them to cook sausage and potatoes and onions and different shit in it. They use the stomach as a cooking bag. Well, each stomach fetches $25. The company that we contracted with sent 1,500 of them. In November, I did 700. And now I have until the 1st of January to finish the rest. And then I'll go back to my pay drops back to 32 an hour after this is done. Then I'm getting 50 right now, but once I'm done with stomachs, it'll be 32 again, which isn't a lot, but I love the job. It's close. I don't have to pay for health insurance, so nothing gets taken out of it. I'm perfectly happy with that. It's meat. There's no real responsibility. I mean, I work 50-hour weeks usually, like last week was 58 hours because of the Thanksgiving holiday. We had over 200 turkey orders, but we also gave away 50 hams and 40 turkeys to a church and to a food bank mission. I like to give away my boss's money. He's a millionaire now. He doesn't care anymore, type of thing. I'm either gonna run the shop for him, or he's gonna sell it, or he's gonna shut it down. So I win all three ways. I either get to collect for 6 months, which would make me go full time with streaming again, or I run the bitch and make plenty of money for myself. I'm set. Every outcome, or I just have a decent paying job that I like. It all works out. You want to be a butcher? It's not a union, unfortunately, Joel. Well, actually, I wouldn't want to be a part of a union. It's just a shop, though. It's not like a slaughterhouse. I wouldn't want... Very. Too much, sometimes. We hired a younger guy recently that can help me carry shit on Saturdays, though. Thank fuck. But I still have to do all the orders, put away everything. On a normal week, I alone move like 8,000 pounds of meat. Beef, pork, deer, because people always bring in deer meat to be processed. Casings, all the hog casing buckets that we get in, I would say it's a middle level physical job, but I mean, you got to be lifting over 100 pounds at times by yourself. So I guess you could call that that's middle level, maybe a little higher physical. I don't know. I could throw those tubs around with one hand though, so. Is my boss Italian? Nah, he's a Polak. Second generation money. Took the shop over for his dad and makes a killing. He already had money. Came from money, and then now he made his own money over the past 40 years, so good for him. But he's very arrogant. Everybody that I work with they're all old men, arrogant ass old men. Thank God the one's leaving in January for foot surgery, and he probably won't be back for at least 2 months or more. Fucking old prick. The guy's just an arrogant prick. Arrogant in what way? He knows more than you do. He's gonna start talking about what he wants to talk about and completely ignore what you have to say. He's gonna talk a bunch of shit, but if you say one thing back, he's gonna get butthurt and cry about it and leave for the day. You hear the same stories over and over and over again every day, and you just sit there and listen because he just doesn't stop talking the whole day about the same fucking thing. Like, we get it. You went and got a chili dog with your wife. You went and got this with your grandkid. Like, it's just bad. It's just really getting annoying. But like I said, thank God he's in a month. But the thing is, the old prick is trying to stir shit with me. It's like, dude, we already brought in your replacement. We brought in this guy who's in his 30s. His name is George, and he got fired for shadowboxing a half of a steer hanging on the rafter, hanging on the chain. They walked in, and he was in there boxing the thing, punching the meat, like going at it, and he said that he was letting out frustration. Well, the only reason we let him hire him was because I knew who he worked with. He worked for this piece of shit that comes in and he's just a dickhead to everybody. So I was like, hire him. I don't care what he says about him. I want to see it. And it turns out this guy's fucking really nice, and he's fucking jacked. So he could just he almost threw me and the tub onto the grinder the other day. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, dude, we only have to get it up to here. You only have to help me. I was like, holy shit. Fucking 125 pound lug plus 180 pound me. And he fucking I was going, dude. I was almost up on that grinder. I'm like, holy fuck, George. Like, you don't need to do that. Like, you just relax. And it was sad. He said to me he's not used to working somewhere where people don't make fun of him all the time. I'm like, dude, you don't have to fucking worry about that here. Like, nobody's gonna fuck with you. People make fun of him because he's like me. He has autism, and his spectrum is like MMA and music and all kinds of different stuff that he likes and wants to talk about. And you can only understand that if you also have autism, because I have the certain things that I want to talk about. Well, we kind of meet in the middle with music and MMA and different boxing and different shit. So like, I'm able to work with the guy. If he wasn't a little slow, I don't think I'd be able to work with him. I don't think I'd be able to connect with. He's on the same wavelength. We had two different people try to say bad things about him, like, oh, he's this, he's that. I said to my boss, I said, I don't care what these people are saying. He's 32 years old, and he's interested in a dying fucking trade. Bring him in. I will train him in every way. I'm basically, what his job is right now is to come in on Saturdays and help cut up steer for bologna. Now, we give him the easiest job. We cut the pieces, cut the Londons off of the inside rounds, and then he chops up the remaining meat that gets chopped up just to be put into the tubs. So he doesn't have a hard job right now. I'm giving him the benefit I'm letting him get used to the knife. He doesn't know anything about like his other job. It's all machines that laser cut things. He wants to learn, the nitty gritty. We started him out with a fair wage. I gave him $1 more an hour than the place he currently works at, so that way when the fucking older guy leaves for surgery, I could swoop him in full time with me. And it's only 10 minutes from his house, so he said at any time. He said if I could get him 30 plus hours, he would quit his job right now. But I can't get him 30 hours until Steve's gone. He wants to work less and have more time for his hobbies and train again, He's a very nice guy. He has like 3 foot long hair and he's growing it out. He donates it to the leukemia for children. They were fucking making fun of him for that too. Like, oh, look at the fucking pieces of shit. He's your quintessential long, greasy haired, chunky type of just good-hearted goofball. He's just a good dude. He'd help you out. And the problem is in our world, is people put people like that down because they're not good-looking, they're not popular, they're not. Well, I embrace him. He's my friend. He doesn't talk about gaming. He doesn't do any gaming whatsoever, which is unfortunate, but he's kind of against sitting on the computer. He likes to do things, hiking, you know, a bunch of stuff that I'll get invited to and turn down because I don't like doing anything. We were having Steve train him, but Steve got butthurt because he was like, "Oh, you guys are having me train my replacement." Yes, you're 77, he's 32. You fucking jagaloon. Yes, I'm gonna train someone that's fucking 32 and wants to learn. Are you kidding me? Like, how do you think I'm supposed to keep this shit going? If I can't prove that I can keep it going and bring in the right people, he's gonna shut it down or he's gonna sell it. It's up to me. The one fucking counter girl needs to get fired. She's late every day, but it's a body. It's a body to be out there selling the product. So we just deal with it. Hell, it's no money out of our pockets, but it's just getting to be annoying. Every day. The owner has a heart of gold though, and that's the problem. But I get away with whatever I want, so I don't say anything. I smoke my vape all day. I fucking do whatever I want. So it's not my business. I don't own it yet. I don't run it. That's his job to hire and fire in that way. How late are we talking? What are the consequences? Sometimes 2-3 hours. And the consequences are nothing every time because it's a good-looking young 20-year-old girl, and yeah, they can get away with whatever they want. So, oh, sorry, she's 21 now. So now her excuse is, oh, I was drinking with friends and I stayed up late and da 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 da. It's like you're only here because that you're easy on the eyes for people to sell stuff to them. Like, I wouldn't fucking give them a mop job late every fucking day, and he does nothing about it. If I'm not 5 minutes early at 3 in the morning to make Scrapple, I will get my ass chewed for fucking 10 hours straight. But everyone else, but there's a reason for that. I'm being groomed to run shit. I'm not being treated well. Everything I do is not perfect. It's not right. It's not right until it is perfect. And then once you have that in your mind, the perfection, because if I don't do everything I do perfectly, I'm gonna get my ass chewed and humiliated in front of a bunch of people every time. Because that's what his dad used to do to him. So he does it to me. We argued over it about 7 months ago. We got in an argument and he kept it going, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. He's like, well, you're my son! Who else am I supposed to yell at? You're my fucking son! And I was just like, okay. Say less. That's my dad, man. It's like a dad to me. And I get treated like the son, man. Trust me. You know it's bad when people that don't like you at work will be like, are you alright? And it's like, yeah, why? But when I mean blow up, I mean fucking... Like, say I put something in the wrong spot. I put this tote in the wrong spot. Just fucking... blows up, man. Like, explosion. I mean, drinking 15, 20 beers during the day helps that anger for him, but helps him get angrier. But like I said, man, taking home $3,600 a week right now, I'll deal with whatever the fuck it is that I have to deal with. I'll get screamed at, yelled at, laughed at, picked at. I don't give a fuck. The blue money. Money's blue nowadays. It's not even green. It's blue. If you got the right bills. It'll take another few months, but when I hit 100 grand again, savings, for the 700th time, it feels like I built up to that point again. I'm just gonna take all the money out and just take it all and just put it all and just lay in bed with all of it and just sleep with it every night instead of gambling it away or doing stupid shit. Just gonna fucking sleep with it and just keep watching it grow. I don't want to fucking you'll get a rash. There was this video a few years ago, this guy just throwing money on his baby, like just piles of money on his baby. It's like the baby got like a rash and shit because of it. Like that's not really a flex, man. Dumping dirty ass money all over your baby is not a flex. It's kind of weird. Like I feel like the child did not appreciate that. You know, every dollar in circulation that's more than 5 years old has traces of cocaine on it. Traces of different drugs, traces of different toxins. Money's like the dirtiest thing next to your cell phone. Like this right here is an absolute germ garden, man. This thing is, there's no like obvious dirts and stuff on it, but like your cell phone is like the dirtiest fucking thing in the world. I never thought about it too. I've had the same wallet for 12 years and all the dirty money, like just, it's probably a bacteria infested thing, my wallet. Stuff. Twitch is actually more lenient than YouTube. Join the progcord, man. Join the progcord so you can see Fong post a bunch of shit that's not his. Fucking Fong, man. The other night he's fucking blowing up Discord and I had to fucking, I was in the middle of something. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, can you guys fucking contain yourselves for 10 minutes, please? Like, Jesus Christ. That's alright, I love everyone. I love everybody that's playing this game, man. I don't care. You can spam shit, I'm just gonna delete it anyway, but have your fun. I just think it's funny they have all these different people have different screenshots, so many different old screenshots, like I've been told there are several gigabytes of Dave content that are harnessed. I mean, there's a YouTube channel with 80 of my streams uploaded to it, so I mean, there's that too. I don't understand the fascination. I'm just a fucking bald white guy. We're finally getting 90 fletching because I'm tired of dropping my logs. Every time I'm at like today I was at Redwoods, well I had to go renew my registration and shit for my car, and it's just like, it's just getting to be too much of a pain in the ass dropping the logs. So yeah, we'll have a stack of, nah, we won't, we could just keep putting them back in our, we could keep putting them in our bag when the time comes, but we're going to be building our stack of shafts. We have about 1 million shafts right now, which is enough for 99, because we're going to finish fletching through Trouble Brewing anyway. The green light. My Twitch profile, my picture on here was an accident that I never, but I was trying to put a picture of like me on my UIM with a, or no, at the time my hardcore, trying to have a picture of the hardcore with a max cape. Well, I clicked on the wrong picture and it was just this big green splotch. It was like, I don't even know why I had it on my computer, just a green square. Well, it turned into a circle once I uploaded it on here, and then I was like, you know what, let's just leave that. Then the people know you're live. It's a green dot. It was like an accidental thing that I'm okay with now. Bazinga. Bazooga. I gotta go to the men's room. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life's plastic. It's fucking fantastic. You could pull my hair, take me anywhere. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. What the fuck? I wonder if these runes know I'm crafting them. Can't brush my hair. There's nothing there, man. There's nothing fucking there. If I had my long curly hair, everybody would know me for other reasons. I would hate that. I'm glad I'm unattractive. At least people like me for me and not my looks. Ooptism. Ooptism. Bro, did you join the progcord? Gotta join the progcord, man. It's fucking gaming. 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 Yeah. Dan S. I wonder how it's going to be to pass him in 3 game modes. People called me an arrogant prick. It's funny. Ooptism joined the progcord. It's now complete. I want to see some Iron Man gains, man, or whatever you're doing. That's my Twitter. I got rid of Twitter because I don't want to see non-RuneScape stuff, so I made that. Some level 3 gains. Nice. That's the best reason I ever had to just get rid of social media, is just make my own. Well, Vitrates built it. I just came up with it. I took someone I didn't even know. Didn't even know the guy too much, and I was like, you're gonna help me build something. And glad I did, 'cause he's a good guy. I couldn't have it anybody I know running it. Fuck is that? Sounds like something Jebram would make. I'm just guessing. I would not go on any website that man made. He's the type of guy to sit there watching the analytics. They will launch the 25 for this project brings community surge, which will take the old school RuneScape you know and love, and let you play in different to create a brand new game. And what the fuck is that? Yeah, it's not gonna help my UIM max. I don't think I'll be taking part, unfortunately. I have other obligations. I have other obligatory events. Maxing a UIM sucks. I know why. Now I know why so many people just max and quit. I can understand completely why someone would quit after max, but I am a post-max player. That's my thing. So I'm not gonna max and stop, but I can understand why a casual would. Why somebody who doesn't play for ranks would just make it and leave. It's a big personal achievement, maxing one of these. I mean, it stands volume. There's under 500 maxed accounts in 10 years. Speaks volume there. Hardcore is a similar thing, but hardcore, take it from someone who spent 4 years on that top page, like, no one's really going for ranks. It's more like people are more interested in collection logs and PVMing and different stuff like that. There's the rank chase was simple on that game mode, because I was the only one competing. Like, no one else cared really. So I ran numbers that I died in March, but I ran numbers. If I would have kept playing, I'd be like rank 5. I died at rank 14, but I'd be like rank 5 right now. That would have been crazy. Top 5, man. I'll never play one again. It was a once and done. You can't recover from that. You're never gonna get that high again. And even if I did, it's like redundant. Another useless hardcore with nothing on it. No quests, because I'm afraid to die. It would have just been redundant. Leo! March 15th, 2016, the Gravedigger emote came. I was trying to gauge just how long I've been playing, and I played during the, like, before the Gravedigger emote came out, or, sorry, random event came out, because I remember doing that. I have footage back to 2008 of my accounts, but everything before that is lost. I can't get in contact with anyone. I used to have friends that we would record each other's 99 parties with unregistered hypercam, and I found one of my videos from when I got my second 99 in 2008. Well, I can't find anything else. I can't get in touch with anyone. Nobody's around, and those people are so long gone. There's no way they would just happen to have those videos on a hard drive anymore or anywhere. Like, we're talking almost 20-year-old videos. But that's what we would do back then. Your friend got a 99, everybody'd rock up. When I saw the video, I got a little emotional over it, because it was like, I saw people, like, I had probably about 20 people at my fletching party. Well, just people that I remember like yesterday, but have no contact with now. I wonder if they still play. I wonder if it... Just a lot of wondering. Oh. Jebram came to your Max party? My man. Big Jebram. I don't think anybody calls him Big Jebram. I've been called Big Dave, King Dave, Uncle, Asshole, Fuck Up, DMP. I've been called so many names. I've been identified by so many different fucking names. It never ends. My philosophy came true. From the moment I first made a YouTube video or joined a clan, or I took a look at the community and I said, gonna be loved by few, hated by many, and known by all. And so it is. Yo, Eli. Eli. We gotta get together one of these weekends and fucking put together a transfer skilling. Seriously, man. We was discussing it the other day, but I really want to do it. Yo, what about like next Saturday, Sunday, next Sunday, like 7 days from today? I have off all day, Sundays. We could get together and do a fucking 2-hour long duo stream. You run the same setup? My friend. I found it the easiest to go to your house and put it away and grab your other stuff set up. Kinda sucks not being able to run the whole time, like with Graceful or whatever, but 60% more runes. I have 800k shafts, I have to put feathers. I'm getting 90 now because I'm tired of dropping redwoods. We're almost 20 mil wood cutting from redwoods, so up until now, I've just been dropping the logs. Well, nah, things are gonna change. I'm going through changes. I have no idea. I have no idea. Optimally, we'd go live like right now, like this time of the day on Discord and do the stream together thing. Get it set up, get it rolling, and then once we're situated with songs and everything, just go. And then go live. Like, we'll go live and then start recording once we're locked in. So, like, you can do your thing on the boards. You can run your thing on the boards under the music category, and then I'll run mine under Old School RuneScape and have my songs. I'll keep sending them to you, and you can just queue them up. You play a song, my song, your song, go back and forth, and I'll just keep sending you. Need to have them downloaded. Good to know. I have an idea. If you're up for it. It's something that might consume some of your time, but if you're up for it, it would be really cool. It would be really awesome for you to do this for me. I have a 300 song playlist on YouTube, and you can pick out songs that you don't know that you think sound cool, because I know all the tunes that I have on there, but there may be things on there that aren't in your playlist. There might be things on there that are. It might be a. I think over the next week I'm going to just be sending you links. It's not even that long. If you think of it, we're both going to go song for song. It'll be about 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. So each song is like fucking 5 to 10 minutes. So we'd only have to do like 20 songs each. I'm going to pick 20 bangers, classic bangers. That's what I'm going to do, man. I got to add you on my new Discord, and I'm going to get together an hour and a half or so worth of tunes and jet them over to you. And by next weekend or whatever, I'll get the songs together. And by next weekend, you could hopefully get them downloaded, and then we can go live and send, you know, you'll have it queued up for your song, mine, yours, mine, and it'll just fucking go. That's what we'll do, man. Because figure 20 songs. And a lot of the ones I like are longer, but we'll figure 20 songs at 8 minutes a song. That right there is 2.5 hours with only 20 songs. So, like, it won't even be much work to get them together, to be honest. That's kind of the nice thing about trance, is like the songs are so long that you could just make a set out. You can make a play set out of them in 40 songs, 30, 40 songs. You can have a fucking banger playlist made. I want to revitalize life into the viewership of your series because it deserves so much more. Your skilling trance videos. I want to hopefully give it a boost for both of us. If you haven't listened to his playlists on his YouTube channel, you got to go to Frozen Days YouTube channel. You can post it in the progression chord. There's literally like a week's worth of music to listen to. All good playlists, all different music, each playlist. All worth a listen. Frozen Days, the pioneer. One of the pioneers of trance, and he got me into trance in 2018. His playlists on Spotify got me into my road, put me on my road. But now I'm prolific enough to make a set list with him. That's kind of fucking cool. If that isn't a good story, a good outcome, I don't know what is. Get to make a playlist with my master of it, with my the proprietor to how I learned about trance. Isn't it Spotify / Frozen Day? Or no, it's something else. I forget. I forget. It's on his profile there, Bulb. That playlist will keep you busy for a month. I know it starts out with some Solar Stone. It starts out with it. I still remember the opening songs to that. Rank 1, there's some Rank 1. Push, Prisma. Paul Van Dyke. Airwave. Pretty much everything. Everything relevant. I'm gonna try to keep the songs. You gotta do it too, but we're gonna keep the songs pre-2005, like before 05. Mid-90s, early 2000s tunes for this one. We'll call it the Diamond Era, because they called the golden era of trance between 94 and 2001. But we're gonna call it the Diamond Era between 98 and 2005. The Blossom took place in 1988. The Blossom is between 1988 and 1993, and that was the original echelon of trance music. It was called intellectual dance music. That's what this is considered to be. It's considered to be intellectually based music, which, if you're not at a certain IQ level, you can't understand it. You can't put together good playlists. You can't. It's not something that you can just pick up and then tomorrow you have a good playlist going. You need an IQ of above 152 to truly I'm just kidding. You don't have to be smart to enjoy good music. In fact, I know a lot of very not smart people that have linked me some really good music, but usually a lot of the people I know that have good trance are pretty smart. Like, yo, man, you're looking fucking puffy, dude. You're getting big, man. How's it feel? It's fun to take your shirt off now, huh? Kaiman was he was jacked. He was putting out the best trance. He was like one of the best accounts in this game, but it all got fucked over because of meth. Like, I am not worth people having to wait a minute and a half every 20 minutes. Like, it's so fucking like it forces you into the financial culture of Twitch, which I don't want to be a part of because I don't care about the money. I don't live off of it right now. I don't need it, so I don't care about the money. Well, I'm forced into running these stupid ads. Like, by the way, have you guys ever bought anything from watching an ad that you've seen? Like, oh yeah, I want to get that because I saw it on Twitch on an ad. Like, I'm just trying to think in the world who these people are that actually buy the stuff that they show on these ads. I've only watched ads for a couple people. I'll watch ads for an autism stream or Ely or Palachian Seed, MLK. Istra. A lot of gamer streams. It's definitely died since the old days, but back in the day, man, any high level player went live, you had 50, 60, 80 viewers. Like, it's definitely kind of sad to see it, you know, how that whole group of people have moved on with their lives, but I'm happy for them, but I'm sad to see them gone. It's weird. I miss a lot of people. And time goes so fast. I mean, shit, it's fucking December, bro. Like, this year is done. 2024 is gone. Like, I don't know about you guys, but life has been different ever since 2020. Ever since 2020 hit, it's just been like, life has just been different. It doesn't feel the same anymore. Everything feels rushed. It's just, I guess it's part of getting older. The time just, I can't even, you know, one of the things I'm so glad about that I got to that point mentally when I did was, like, I used to worry over stuff. Like, I was a day late paying my car registration. A couple years ago, I would have been fixated on it and upset over it, thinking about. I don't stress over anything that I can't fix right there. If it's something that I can't do anything about at that moment, I just move on in my head. Which, me saying that might be like, okay, Dave, like, welcome to being a normal human being. Well, for somebody like me, man, for so many years with the mental shit that I got going on, I just fixate on a problem and have to fix it. Couldn't stop thinking about it, and I would, like, plan shit for too long. Like, I would like, okay, so this is gonna happen for this month, that month, this. It was like, dude, you just gotta go with it, man. Like, stop fucking regimenting everything, you know. I have autism, so regimenting a schedule is important for me, but I don't have to see and have the whole outcome completely played out. I don't have to stress over it. I used to stress over shit that I had no control over. How long something takes to accomplish, or just stuff that I think about now that it just wouldn't even have bothered me, it would have fucking bothered me. Now it's like, for example, say my car wasn't running. A couple years ago, I would have been fucking stressed. I would have been worried about it. I wouldn't have been able to play because I'd be worried about getting it to a garage, blah, 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 blah. Nowadays, it's like, fuck it. I gave all my fucks in my 20s, my early 20s, I gave all of them. Now I have none left. Yo, this song is one of the first songs on your trance playlist on Spotify. I didn't plan that, I just put on a Paul Van Dyke mix. The Thrill Seekers. I love how solid the drum kicks in. Oh, I just fucking forgot to do this load. The drum is so tight in this song that it kicks in a few seconds. It's very fucking progressive. It's a 1, 2, 3. That's fucking Ascension trance right there. I would categorize this as Ascension / emotional uplifting trance. That part don't come yet. Here it comes. Not yet. This is definitely like if you hear this song, you know. If you don't know this song, you don't know Trent. It's a basic Thrill Seekers tune, man, and it's in every good repertoire. But to me and you, we've heard this song 7,000 times. This isn't the vocal mix. You have the one where with the fucking lady. That's the one you have, and you have the. I think it's the vocal remix, because this doesn't have that woman singing over the. Unless I haven't gotten there yet, but I think the song's over. Yeah, that was the original. That doesn't have the that didn't have the vocal part, which makes, in my opinion, makes that song. That when the vocals kick, that very tingly type feeling comes in, but they didn't have it in that version. I think this playlist is very, this one here is more progressive than vocal. Dude, we're gonna melt people's faces with our playlist next week, man. I want it to be the greatest trance experience anybody's in the skilling community has witnessed live. No pressure. Every song though, I want people like this, man, you know? Like this song would not make the cut for our playlist. This is too ambient, it's not doesn't have enough kick to it. Water Planet. This one here. At the Dorian Gray in 95. The Euphoria Party starts with Resistance D. Paul Van Dyke live at Dorian Gray, Frankfurt, 10/2/95. This is the type of shit we're gonna be playing next week, man.
Not to heed their bargain, but watch them go. Watch them go. Watch them go. In the scripture called in the bag thing.
He fucked up his playlist. You can hear how he fucked it up. The skips. This was before you could blend songs. You had to start one and shut off the other. This song is going in the playlist next week. It hasn't started yet, but it's about to. I'll give away one song. France around the world. France around the world. Does anybody have the full copy of Kaiman's trance playlist? I stole a lot of the songs from it, but I'll have all of them. Yo, what's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Yeah, he did. I wonder what he's up to now in life, man. turning knobs somewhere. Maybe he's in a locked up place or something. Playing RuneScape on the walls. And another ad. Fuck. A nap is always a welcomed friend. Oakenfold. Oakenfold.
The right station. Come now.
Turn it around, baby. Turn it around, baby. Turn it around, baby. Turn it around. Turn it around.
You know what might help wake me up?
Turn it around, baby.
Hi, this is Pete Tong with this week's Essential Mix as we catch up once again with Oakenfold as he continues the Essential Mix World Tour from the capital of Castro country, Havana,
This is a
Cuba.
set 99.
So light up those cigars and get ready for a revolutionary
Light up
session
your
from
cigars.
the one and only Paul Oakenfold, exclusive to Radio 1.
Getting insane, I know. Let it not
Light up some cigars, man.
turn it around, baby.
For whatever reason.
Spend more time with me. Try to believe you. Try to believe you. Turn it around, baby. Spend more time with me. It's getting insane, I know.
There's some tilt on here, some antidote.
Turn it around,
Prism, Underworld, Salt Tank. It's a decent playlist. Turn it around.
turn it around, baby.
This is Prism, right?
Turn it around, baby.
No. Alina. Why am I thinking of Prism? Oh, it's because it's the next song. No. This is Alina. I haven't heard this song. It's always nice when you haven't heard all the songs. We're gonna get a felching level. A felching level. One day I will max. Not today. Not tomorrow. But one day. Fuck it. I'll be right back. I don't think harder is the word. It's not harder, it's more to it than I thought. Like, I don't know how people max without having like a fuckload of post RC XP to pay for stuff. I have no idea. But I have to play this because it's the only way I feel like I'm still doing something on the game, like, that actually takes fucking effort. Not to mention I've already fucking came and went on the other game modes, so this is all I have left. As a personal preference, I personally just don't play like limited accounts, like where you can't train all the skills. I like to train everything. I don't want to just be certain skills I can't train or whatever, you know? It's just kind of a personal preference. I've always been a level 3 account enthusiast, though. That's like an actual skiller, because you don't do any combat, you're just skilling. I don't know, I'm gonna be like 30 mil RC by the time I max. I'm about to be top 100 RC this week. I'm gonna have to do more RC than I planned on because I decided I was getting 90 fletching. So I gotta pay for that. It's not cheap. Need another 1.4 mil XP, so that's another 14 mil GP. Fletching 7 GP XP. Thing I don't mind RC. If I didn't like this, I just wouldn't be able to play. Because you can't make money. If you can't make money, you can't play. And good thing I like agility, because my master plan for this account over the next 2 years is, like I said, you don't want to fucking try to plan out too much, but I can only help it. I can't help myself. All I could say is there will come a time where I max, do fire making, thieving, and then have about 10,000 of each seed and go and do agility while I do herb runs, and then spend like 2 months of my life at that minigame. I'm doing agility purely because it's 2,000 EHP for free. 3k hours of art, or 2.7k hours of RD. That's more than enough time to plant all those seeds. Now, I have to do 750 hours of Master Farmer. Forgot to mention that. So once I hit 125 mil thieving with the RD Knights, I have to stop. And then I have to go do Master Farmer. to finish it. Might as well get it out of the way. Get it out of the way now. That's the way I look at it, is I might as well get it out of the way early in the account. Get my seeds, get all my seeds from fire making, get all my seeds from Master Farmer, and then Slayer, contracts, different shit that I'll have to do over the years. We'll go from there. I should be able to get at least 75 mil Herbler XP from thieving and tot. That's all long-term plans, though. It could never happen. It may never happen. If you see me in a red cape at Wintertot 8 months from now, you'll know that 6 months from now, you'll know that everything went the way I've been wanting it to go. If you don't see me in a few months doing that, then we lost our way. Maybe I'll meet the love of my life and she'll sweep me out of my mentality that I've been in for 10 years now, and we'll get a place together and have kids and a dog and bills, and I won't play this anymore and have a good time and hang out with people on the internet and fucking talk about random shit and enjoy my life in peace and quiet. Maybe I'll give that all away for some bullshit and responsibilities, you know? Get the fuck out of here, man. It's like they said about my dad. He's not the marrying type. He's not the kid-having type. Well, I'm aware of that for myself. People like me don't get to have families because we're too selfish. I would put myself before a girl. I would put myself before paying money to feed a kid or a dog or a mortgage, God forbid. Let's just get this straight. I make a lot of money, I save a lot of it, and I'm being smart about it now. I could buy a house in cash 2 years from now if I wanted to. I don't want to know what a mortgage is, but I choose to rent for cheap. My rent each year is under $10,000 between wherever I live. That's not gonna fly with some girl. Hey, by the way, babe, we're gonna be a perfectly good room to rent in the apartment building, but we're gonna go in the attic where there's no insulation or heat for 6 months. Okay. Oh, by the way, babe, we're gonna be staying in a trailer for the next 6 months. And yeah. Nobody's gonna ride. Nobody's down to ride, man. Come on, nobody's down for me. Once you accept that, like, you live your life, you do what you want to do, and you realize no one's down to ride, it's like freeing. It's like, I'm happy on my own. Anything that comes along is unexpected. Once you free your mind from the shackles of being hung up on a girl or a guy or whatever you're hung up on, it's the best feeling ever when you're over someone. I haven't had to get over anyone because I haven't gotten into anyone other than casual sex. I have a few girls in my fucking dugout. It's comparable to being addicted to heroin. I can't really describe this game any other way. It's a dopamine release. It's just a constant dopamine rush. It's like the same thing you chase with drugs.
Radio 1's Essential Mix with
You never satisfy it either.
Havana, Cuba.
How much? Enough. Over 3K right now a week. It'll go down, and once I make it to January, I'll go back to my regular pay. Right now, I cut apart a pig and take out its stomach and clean it down to the lining without poking any holes in it. I want to get into doing them for medical use, but there's no need for that. There's no want for that. It was something the Amish people created, using pig stomachs to cook food inside of, like a makeshift cooking bag. And lots of people back in Pennsylvania still carry on that tradition. Well, nobody knows how to do them anymore. Well, I was taught by an old Amish dude who died. He was a friend of the family at the time, and all my great-grandfathers were butchers or farmers. So I guess it's in my blood. I first started cutting meat when I was like 9 years old, just doing deer and stuff. And then I started doing it like retail when I was 18. I never thought I'd be making what I make now, doing the type of work. Like, I never thought it would lead me to anything. I don't make what I did when I was doing plumbing, but if you get with a good contractor, you can make $5,000 a week. Doing plumbing. It's insane. It's like free. It's just like free money, dude. But I don't know if I had to pick between the two. I like meat. I like cutting meat more than I like doing toilets and sinks and sump pumps and wells. The artistry is gone from that trade. You have presses now, Milwaukee pack-out kits. You can cut PVC pipe with it. You can. There's just no artistry to it anymore. It's all machines. I have to cut the animal down to sellable pieces, or to whatever it is, or I have to do it manually. I like it. I like that. It hasn't changed in 1,000 years. In 1,000,000 years, it hasn't changed. It's the same. With meat, it's the same fucking concept as it always has ever been. It's just supermarkets don't cut meat anymore because it's cheaper to order stuff from other countries. And so what I'm doing is, it's a dying thing, so I enjoy it. Plumbing and HVAC are forever. You kind of have your tiers of jobs. You have your trade jobs, you have your corporate jobs, and you have your medical field, and then it's kind of like a spectrum of educations that different routes you could take. I already barked up the medical tree. I got out of that when I was 22. I couldn't see myself sitting in a fucking on-call room all my life waiting for something to happen in the ER. Watching people shoot coke all night long, shooting up their nose. Just tell you what, your doctors are on drugs. You gotta stay up for fucking 2 days. Even when I wasn't even in pre-med yet. I was in biology and I was working in the ER and I was doing surgical logistics. I wasn't even in school. Once I got into pre-med though, they basically were like, so what do you like, Adderall or Coke? I'm like, I try to stay away from both. Well, you sat there in those on-call rooms waiting to shadow surgeons when something, like if somebody get taken into the ER, you were just waiting to get called to just watch what they were doing. Well, to stay up, a lot of different things that went on. That, unfortunately, that's what kicked off my drug addiction as a young, like in my late teens, early 20s, was the cocaine and Adderall that was being passed around in school. I worked for a teaching hospital, so you worked for them and you could go to school through them. So I did anatomy, biology, fucking... I wanted to be an ER doc, an ER physician, but I wanted to get into the trauma bay. So I would still be in school right now. I would be another 2 years away from being a licensed trauma surgeon still. Then again, I would have shot ahead of a lot of people. I had no hair at the time. I had nothing to lose. I could go back at any time. The whole thing was like a fucking movie, dude. Like, I was doing inventory control for the network. And I would always, whenever I would do the ORs, you had to put on scrubs and you had to go in there, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Well, there was this break room that was decrepit and fucking just... And there was always this dude in there with a Rolling Stones bandana, with the scrubs on, taking out the garbage out of there, doing the... Now, I thought he was one of the... They're called environmental service workers. They do the garbage and everything. They're janitors. Well, I don't care who you are. I'm good to everyone. Well... I started taking my lunch breaks at 3 in the morning, and he would be in there too, and he would give me fucking candy bars, and fucking, we would shoot the shit, and I had no idea who he was, what he was. I just knew he was a good guy, and we were friends, and blah, blah, blah. Well, the one night, the fucking door busts open, and this woman covered in blood, head to toe, and just like a complete blank expression on her face, and he just stood up and just... He's the head of trauma, cardiovascular. He's the cardiothoracic surgeon, the head of cardiothoracic surgery. So that's how I was eating lunch my 3 a.m. fucking overnights. That's who I was eating lunch with and talking to. I thought he was a janitor. They came in there and looked at him, and he ran and went he saved the guy's life. He came back and finished his lunch. I was like, holy shit, man. He's like, I'll tell you the truth. He's like, if I could go back to when I was in school, he said he would have kept playing in the band that he was in. And at the time I was playing a lot of RuneScape and I wanted to stream. And I was explaining it to him, and he's like, well, what are you more passionate about? Because he pushed me through program. He passed me through a lot of red tape. Well, when I told him I was dropping out of the program, couple months later, he was like, well, what are you doing? Why? Why are you... I said, because I want to stream RuneScape, play video games all day. I was like, I don't have my full heart in this. And he said I could come back at any time. So that's a nice fallback. To be a doctor, that's a good fallback. The main things are just knowing by eye how much someone weighs, finding out what they're on or not on, and administering the correct dosage of whatever you're administering, getting them stable and moved to surgery. That's basically your job in the ER. If somebody comes in and they got their leg sawed by a chainsaw, I got a white male, 180 pounds, history of high blood pressures. I gotta watch how much Effie, I gotta watch, you know, everything. Gotta decide whether I'm gonna put him on ketamine or whether I would put him on Dilaudid to figure out what kind of history he has, heart issues, if he has it. You'd have to know all that immediately. And you have to act immediately. The guy could be flailing around screaming, fucking going nuts, and you have to be cucumber cool. Your heart rate has to stay at like 80 while everyone else is losing their shit. And that's what I liked about that, was watching how they operated and how the confidence. Then there's the bureaucracy bullshit, which was part of the reason I got out of there, but that was a rush watching that. It'd be me and 3 other, students who'd be staring there, like, dude, holy shit, like. And then they'd be done and stable and put on to surgery or whatever they were going to be getting sent to, ICU, whatever. And they go back to just eating their sandwich, whatever it would be, just flirting with the nurses, whatever they were doing. And the students, we had to sit over in the fucking corner and wait, or the on-call rooms. That's where a lot of the drug use was going on. We'd get paged that the doctor got paged, and we had to all go on any hours of the day or night. We had to watch what they were doing. That's all we were allowed to do. We weren't even allowed to talk. He said, if I hear one word out of any of you, I'll stitch your lips shut. And we were just like, that was the most, like, brutal threat ever from a surgeon. If I hear a word out of any of you, like, while I'm in there saving somebody's life, if I hear a word out of any of you, basically, I'm gonna stitch your mouth shut. Like, it was like, okay. It is exactly like you hear on the TV shows, and you see that you get treated like a piece of trash. Especially if you're in pre-med. Especially if you're just a fucking, like... They say boot camp is nasty. Go and take your chances in the medical field. See what happens. Or go and be a lawyer. Go and get into the legal system. There's only one indisputable reason why I would never become a lawyer. It's not because I'm not smart enough to take a bar or do anything like that or to know my insides and outs. It's because I don't like anything that is based upon what a group full of people think happened to somebody. And I would never be able to defend somebody who did horrible things. I could just never... I don't want to be a part of any of that, man. I don't want to know... I don't want to know anything about any of that. I don't want to prosecute. I don't want to defend. I don't want to litigate. I don't want. It's just like, it's all just political shit that I want nothing to do with. I grew up hearing about politics all the time and different people around and different places I'd stay, and just really turned me off. What I'd really like to do is fucking whittle people fucking stick fucking figures and shit, man. Just whittle them shit and sell that. And sell fur. Have like a fur trading post in the woods. I don't think there's any demand though for that. Or maybe there is. I could have a fur trading post. Yo, that's what I'm gonna do.
Radio 1's Essential Mix on the World Tour.
I'm gonna be a fucking fur trader.
In Havana, Cuba.
Where do I gotta move for that? Can I play RuneScape during it? What are you doing on the level 3, Luke? What's your first goals? You got some alts going? There's like established level 3 EHP, right? Established. I'll see you tonight.